the first annual Chris Nilan Classic, powered by the Liam Foundation, at the Summerley Golf Club with Kevin James Reason, Liam's dad, and more about his story.
Yeah, so back in, it was 2019, Liam was at home doing everything like he usually does. He was diagnosed with autism at the time, so he said a few words and this and that, but there was something not right that day. And he started to have what looked like to me seizures. So he was rushed to the hospital, and he had seizures 24 hours a day for about 5 weeks. After, doctors of course were baffled, a lot of blood tests to come back with the diagnosis of mitochondrial disease, more specifically Polgy. So at that time, a lot of anger, confusion, life felt over. But probably about 4 months in, I said, we need to do something. So called a meeting with doctors, and there was this specific medication in Europe that was tested on mice that there could be a chance it could help. So with the help of the doctors, we brought it in. Liam was the first one in North America to ever use it. He's been on it 3 years, and now we have about 30 kids on it from around the world. It's not a cure, but it's definitely slowing down the progression of the disease. He's defying the odds, he's beating the odds, he's, every day. What's beautiful about Liam, he just loves life. Gets up in the morning, loves life, and he fights. And I mean, in the last, 5 years, to give you an example, when he got out of the hospital, he couldn't walk. Today he can walk again, so. There's a lot of changes that we see in him.
On meeting Chris Nilan.
Yeah, so back in 2019, the same year that Liam got diagnosed, I met with Chris Nilan at a Bell Center event. They were having their annual dinner, and I was lucky enough to sit at his table. So we quickly, got friendly with each other, and Chris ended up leaving a little bit earlier, but he looked at me, shook my hand, and said, "Hey, I'm gonna help you." A few months later, I was on his radio show, and from there he jumped in. So we've had a few golf tournaments. We've had a Boston, Montreal bike ride. We've raised a lot of money, and yeah, this is Chris's foundation as much as it is mine. This first annual Chris Nilan Golf Classic for sure. With all the celebrities we have here, the ex-NHLers, current NHLers, ownership, Hollywood stars. So it's just, the first thing it's doing is it's bringing this amazing awareness to this disease, because I believe awareness equals a cure. So at the same time, we're going to be, raising funds. But the biggest part for me is the awareness. After tonight, and we all finish our night, 260 more people will know what mitochondrial disease is. So that's the important part for me. Yeah, it's for sure, you want it to always be perfect. And so far so good. We still got a few hours left, so we'll see where it goes. But no, everyone's been great. We have great volunteers. The guys have been great here. So no, it's going really well. And we're already planning next year's Chris Nilan Classic. So we're ready to go for next year.